Hello my friends and welcome to my weekend round here in the rookie division with my little guest account. I'm going to do my best to get the first banner here on the account. This account has been used before to basically practice doing guides and also been playing with beginner clubs. But now we're going to play with the best bag possible, and basically this is the bag. If we change to the extra mile, this is the best bag that we do have. So it's not the best, but we're going to do our best. I'm going to have the game sound on. I'm going to talk ourselves through it here and going to try to describe and stuff like that how I'm playing and why I'm playing in the way that I'm doing. So we're gonna get going, and we're going to start with hole number 1. We're going to go with the extra mile here as we do want to get some distance. We of course want to use balls that is like not kingmakers and stuff like that. It's only on the par 5s that we may going to pull out a ball with distance to be able to reach into, even though it will be very tough. So we're going to not go with a berserker ball. We're going to start off with a titan here. Sorry, we're actually going to go with a quasar here. We're going to overpower it instead. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go with just one bar to the right. I'm going to max overpower this one. So we max overpower it. We want it to go over, bounce there on the fairway, and bounce itself up there. So we do have a long iron or a short iron to the pin, which is way more easier of course than going with wood club. Otherwise, if you are going to play yourself up to the left, aka short, then you should be aware of using a long iron club that do have some distance with it, like the big dog or an upgraded sniper or something like that. The reason for that is that that shot will be long, especially if you're not using a titan or a kingmaker. And the risk with going over to right with overpower is of course that you do miss and put yourself into the rough most likely. If you do have the rough iron for it, you should not be having any problem to reach for the green in 2. But see it as a tricky shot. We're going to go with our Apache. We don't have that much backspin. And we're going to go in max side spin to the right. So rather want it to be on the right side than be on the left side of the pin. So that's why we're using max side spin to the right. A little bit too much to the right, but it will still be an, what can I say, an easy birdie. And hole 1 here is, of course, if you're lucky enough to get it in, sure, but otherwise this is most definitely a birdie hole. And this is also one of the 4 rounds that I'm playing this weekend. I'm playing rookie, and I'm playing 1 in expert, and I'm playing 2 in masters. And we have had a little competition on the different Facebook groups where you were able to guess all the current scores, like the combined score of all the accounts together, and the winner there will be winning 2,500 gems. So like gonna give that away to 4 different people, hopefully, at least. If we're not having a person that have the correct score, then we won't, but we hope so. opponent will also go ship it in. So good play from both. We both make a birdie, and I'm going to forfeit all the shootouts here. I'm not going to play the shootout, so as normal. So we are -1 of the 1. And always wish good luck. And now we're going to go and play hole number 2, and we are going to go with the big dog here. And I don't think the big dog is the best club to play hole number 2 with, but the lack of, what can I say, I do have Viper level 6, and I do have the big dog level 4, that's basically it. And then I do feel that the big dog is a little bit better when it comes to this this hole, especially when I don't have any topspin on my Viper. Because I do want to have at least 1 bar of topspin here. Hammerhead is a great club as well. I do suggest you using a Quasar ball, so you do get 4.5–5 bars of side spin. Then you don't have to curl it that much. Now I don't understand this approach by our friend here. It's a little bit unlucky, but bounced out onto the fairway, which shouldn't be a problem to get it in the hole. So see here if we can be close to the hole in one. I like going here just in the middle. Just gonna go with there and 1 bar of top. So start in the middle. We do go in here with a little speed there on a ball. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god. I'm gonna slightly curl it to right. Oh, I grated that one. That's not good. Will be coming in too hot, I thought, but we were lucky enough to come up. Now we will fall down. Oh, my nose. Oh my god. What unlucky hole in one, guys. What unlucky hole in one. I kind of sneezed myself to a great. So, but I take it. So, we were almost a little bit too short. I don't like to bounce on the fringe, but it works. Of course it works. So hole number 3 here now. Now we're going to go with a big topper, and we're going to go with a berserker ball. The reason I'm going with big topper, as you can see, is the topspin. It doesn't matter that we are only having like 0 in accuracy. Doesn't really matter. And we do have the big dog. Yeah, we do. Okay. It will be a tough one to get to the green in 2, that's for sure. And of course the lack of distance with our clubs do not help. And here is a perfect example where we should be going with a berserker ball. It's very important to give ourselves that opportunity when it comes to this hole. And now maybe people say, oh, why you spend one of the berserker balls as you will not win berserker. Doesn't really matter. It's all about winning the tournament, in my opinion, when you come to the weekend round. I didn't pull it out in the opening round, did not in the qualifying round. So, but now it's time. I'm going to go with the berserker. We will get some distance, and all the topspin here will help us to get as much in front as possible. We're of course going to overpower it. We did hit it perfect, and we'll see here now how far we will go with the topspin. You can see even if we are using the max top spin with the Berserker Ball, we still can't reach that far on the fairway, but still we will have a possibility to reach this green in two, even though it will be a very tough shot. And the thing is here, when we're playing this account, is that we are not having any ball guide whatsoever when it comes to our rough iron or our sand wedge, which will say that we are needed to basically put ourselves to the fairway onto the fringe to or green, of course, to be able to get a certain. So we're going to go with 2. We're going to come in a little bit hot here, and we do want with 3 bars, 2 bars back. We want to get here, up here, use where the bunker is a little bit thin. I'm going to slightly overpower. Now I hope that we won't be going into the bunker. We can bounce over and then sit nicely at least. That is unlucky, guys. That is so unlucky to go into the rough there. We should be going with max backspin or without overpower. Kind of misread that one. As you can see, the reason our opponent went into the bunker was because he did underpower it. And now we're going to go with the dunk opportunity. We're going to go with max side and max backspin to stay away from going into the bunker. We did perfect and we get it in, so we dunk it in for an eagle. Again, we misread it a little bit there with our second shot. We shouldn't have overpowered it. Should just be going with a easy shot. And now we did get the eagle by dunking it in from the rough, which we of course are okay with. So now we're going to come to hole number 4. And now we're going to go with the extra mile here. I'm going to change back. We are still going to go with, I think we're going to go with the big dog still. I'm actually going to pull out the Viper. No, sorry. I'm going to go with the big dog if we're going to go with that shot. Depends a little bit here. I don't remember which type of wind we do get here on hole number 4. And maybe you wonder, why do I play rookie? And for me, playing in the rookie division is harder than playing in masters. And the reason for that is that I'm playing with less upgraded clubs. All you guys that follow me when it comes to the channel, etc., do know that I do have most of the clubs on my main account maxed out, which of course helps me tremendously, but here on the rookie account we don't have that, which gives us a very tough time. Don't have much curl. It should be enough. So we just want to bounce there and bounce away from the bunker, and then we will have an open line to the green. So, and of course, the more curl that you do have on your driver, the easier this shot gets. And that's why I'm using a quasar ball to just help myself with the side spin there. I don't know what our opponent did try to do, but I think it's if he or she just wanted to get over there, then it was a good try. We're going to go with one backspin and max side, as we do want it to be following here. The green is uphill, which means that the ball will be bouncing a little bit left there when it hits the green. We did perfect there. See here if we can bounce it up here, and coming in hot. Still a little bit too much left, but very tough to get this one in from that distance, especially when we don't have the ball guy. And that's the thing, guys. With a club with much ball guy, then we would be having an easier time to set it up. Now it's so easy to be just slightly off, basically. Our opponent will have a tough time, and this one will not be good. Unlucky there. A hard shot. Hard shot. But this hole can be played on the right side or on the left side when you do make your drive. And I wanted to go on the right side as it will help me for my second shot. I think it's so hard to do a good shot otherwise for a second shot. So hard to, because we don't have the clubs with the backspin and with the curl to get it up to green from the left side. Then we need to bounce it into the rough, and that is way harder than going on the right side. So -6 off the 4, a good start. Now we're going to play hole number 5. And we are going to see, we don't have that many drivers unlocked. We do have the quarterback. Don't have any distance with that. The rocket, do we have any curl with? Not much. So we're going to go with the extra mile here, guys. So here it's just important to get it to green. Sure, we could go on the island in the middle, but I don't know, really. Maybe on the right side instead. Like, if we do... So we're going to go there, and then we're going to curl a little bit. I'm gonna curl it in there. Stay away from the rough, please. Oh, that was a shot that is very tough. The reason I wanted to go on the left side was because I wanted to go for the hole-in-one. Otherwise, I think it's just to play ourselves up on the right side. Using the island's possibility as well, but I think the island is so inconsistent. This one will most likely be unlucky there. And that's the risk by going there. Sure, if you're used and you feel comfortable or hitting the ball great, it's like sure, then you can go there and try, but otherwise it's hard. Here, the rule of thumb is like if you do have all the wind up to 8 in wind, you can aim here on the side and you will get it in. When you have 3.9, it's like not even 5, then you just aim on the right side of the pin, still inside the cup. That is so important. Even if I hit it great, I will still get it in. So here is a mistake many people do when they start playing the game. It's like they over adjust for short chips. We need to have in mind that the ball, even though the wind says 10 for an example, that doesn't mean that the ball will be enough time in the air to be affected more by the wind. Our opponent did do the right thing here, to be honest, but maybe should have gone for the island instead. But this is one of the toughest par threes in the whole game to make an hole in one on, and it in most of the cases needs to have a lot of backspin, side spin to the left, and curl as well, which is, what can I say, very important in that case to have that in mind. Here is a thing like 17 yards more, and then we can go with a big topper and a berserker, or we go with an extra mile combined with the top spin. We're gonna go with an extra mile here. Still a tough shot to make an albatross on, and we want to have the eagle, but we still want to give ourselves an opportunity to make an albatross. That is so important. So here's the thing we want to reach over. So here is also an excellent example where you want to pull out a ball with a little bit more distance, and now we're going to go with a Titan. We could also go with a Berserker ball if we want to, but we're going to go with a Titan and hope that we hit this one good, so we can use the tailwind there to go over and don't bounce it into the rough, which we unfortunately do. But we stay away from the bunker, please. Yeah, we do. And again, here could be, if we would be having more wind, maybe go with a Berserker ball, and now we will have a hard shot here for the green. Maybe going to use the rough a little bit there. Okay, so we want to go here into the rough. I'm going to zoom in. I'm gonna go here, and we're going to, we just want to see, okay, we do want to go with 2 bars of topspin, and then we're going to go with 3 yards there, and then we're going to curl it. Coming in a little bit too hot. And we could have curled it a little bit more, but rather go here, and then we should be making the spot for another eagle. That's a good shot from our opponent. That is very unlucky. See if we can put it in for an eagle here now. Hit it perfect. We should be getting it in. Which is good for us. That is absolutely good. So good start. We managed to make a -22 in the opening round, and we are on a better roll here. And now we're going to actually change here to the Viper, as we rather want to have that club on hole number 7. I'm going to run and take some nose spray. I'm going to let it roll here first. So, okay, hole number 7, and no, Ben, don't go on the right side, please. Don't go. Go on the left side. You do want to go past the trees. That is key here. And the reason I don't want you to go on the right side is because that the second shot there will be very, 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 very tough. That's unfortunate, even though this one should be okay, I think. It's just that you do want to stay away from the rough. Yeah, it's okay. Now we're going to go with a Quasar again. Oh no. Seems like we will be going into the rough. Yes, we will. That was a very poor shot. Very poor shot. And that is not something that you should do. And now, in other hands, we could have gone with less overpower, just be safe on the fairway butt. And maybe choose a Titan ball instead. A very poor drive there. A very poor drive. As I said, you can't go into the rough. We will not be able to reach. So we are going to hope here that our opponent lands this one onto the green at least. Then we can play ourselves up. And then possibly go for the dunk. That's a good shot from our opponent from that distance. You can see we will not be able to reach long at all. Let's have one in topspin. Just wanted to go as far as possible. So, and then we're most likely going to go for the dunk here, depending on how it looks. See if we can get it in here from distance. So, and the reason we can go for the dunk here is that our opponent did make a birdie, which means that we will at least get a par. We missed that one, that's unfortunate, and we will make a par. Really bad, really bad. And of course we can't rely on making a dunk with the what is that, Apache. So now we're going to go to hole number 8. And the thing is, like, hole number 7, I really like hole number 7, and that is very not good. So we're going to go here with the backspin on the rocket, I think. Yeah, we will. I'm gonna go directly onto the green here. So we're going to see here if we're going to we do have tailwind as well. Nah, I'm going to go here on instead. I'm going to go 1 in topspin. Want to bounce over the bunker. It's a good shot, close to the hole in one. And the reason I changed my mind was that we were gonna get tailwind, and tailwind will push our first bounce a little further and make it harder. Our opponent will go to the right here, unfortunately. So we're going to putt it in for a birdie, and this is most definitely a tough hole to get a birdie on, because it's like you do have many bunkers. We need to be very accurate when it comes to adjusting for the wind, and here our opponent did hit it way out to the right and from the rough. Again, it's very tough. Ooh, that's a nice shot. Nice shot, get it in there to the left. Always good when you hit a rough iron shot, great to get it in. Now we're going to go with the big topper again, combined with the big dog. And the reason again that we're going with the big topper is due to the top spin that we do have. And now we're going to use a berserker ball as well to try to get to this green in 2. It will be very tough, but we're going to do our best, at least putting ourselves in a position where we may be having a ship. Okay, we shouldn't be having a trouble to reach here, to be honest. So, okay then, see if we're gonna go with a berserker. Where will we land? Overpower, then we will go into the rough. But we do want to have the distance for our next shot, so we're going to not overpower this one at all. We're just going to make the wind take the ball and the top spin. And the reason I still go with a berserker ball is that I do want to have the distance for our second shot as well, to maybe reaching over the rough, and that will help us tremendously. I mean, this rough, as you can see, our opponent's aiming there with the horizon. We should be able to reach over. Yes, we are able to reach, and now we're going to go with the top spin in the rough. Use the top spin in the rough to get it to roll onto the green. Slightly and slightly overpower. Works well, and will leave us for a for an eagle pot. So we can basically summon the front 9 with solid play. We had to save ourselves from the rough on hole 3. Not save ourselves, but at least get the eagle from the rough on hole 3. And on hole 7 we pulled out a really poor drive. Looks good from our opponent. Wow. That one should be going in my opinion. But we putted in for an eagle, which is good. We're happy with that, that's for sure. And we make a -12 on the front, which is absolutely okay. Should be -13 there. We did start off with a hole in 1 and 2, then we made eagles on all the par 5s, and with the clubs that we do have, and as you can see here after and minus 22 there, and we're going for minus 24. That is our like main goal, and we're going to go back now, and we're going to play hole number 10. And always, like when I play a tournament, I always kind of count, okay, if I play all the holes, which is 54 holes, and no, sorry, 45 holes, then I will be using 45 balls, and I will be, as max using in rookie, I will be using maybe max 10-15 titans. And if I win in rookie, or maybe take another position, oh no, oh my god. Okay, now we will have to go with the berserker, as I thought I changed to the extra mile, I don't know, but I will have to go with the big topper here. Should be able to reach far up front. Maybe we can stay there close to the bunker. So that was a poor choice, but I wanted to reach over there as that is our game plan here on hole number 10, and otherwise it's like big topper is not the driver to use on hole 10. So bad there for us, but it worked out well. But the problem with big topper is when you overpower it and have no accuracy, the ball can go like basically wherever. Too bad that we do not have that much backspin, otherwise I would be going for the dunk. We missed it to the right again. We shouldn't be that afraid to go with outside spin, to be honest. I kind of thought about that when I made my shot. But I rather want to stay on the right side and go down to the left. But yeah, that was a poor attempt, to be honest. But it's hard. Again, if we would be having backspin on our short iron, then we would be going for the dunk. And of course, with a lot more ball guide, it could have been easier to adjust. And that is the hard part with playing in the lower division. That is the hard part for me when I'm so used to better clubs, to kind of like adjust it properly, basically. And I know that it's very, very tough for a new player, and that's why we do have the channel here. That's why we in Team Tommy do specialize ourselves to help people be better in the game. So if you ever have any type of questions, please speak up in the comment section below, and we'll be happy to answer you. You can also find us on our team page, which is teamgolfclashtommy.com. No, sorry, teamgolfclashtommy is the name, not .com. We don't have a website. So we make the birdie there on hole 10, and now we're going to go and play with our big dog. I'm going to actually check so we can actually... That was weird. Do you see? We did get the big topper when we did play, but we do have the extra mile. I hope you spot that, but we do have choose the extra mile, but we play with the big topper. That was very weird. But it worked out well, so I don't complain, but that was just very weird. I'm definitely going to 45 minutes in the video. This one will be good. It will be coming down. Will be, oh, close. Well played. It's a little bit unlucky to come in a little bit too much. No, wrong ball. We're going to go with a quasar due to the side spin. 1 bar top spin. On there and just slightly curl. We maybe should have sneezed this time as well. We'll be coming in very, very hot here, and it will fall down, but we will not get a hole-in-one. I mean, a little bit too much. As you can see there on the hill where it did roll down, it was definitely coming in a little bit too hot and rolled a little bit too much there up on the hill. So we putted in for a birdie. Now we're gonna go again and play the first part 5, and now we do want to have the big topper, so we're going to change to the big topper here, big topper level 3, and then we're gonna have the big dog, and we're going to go with the berserker again to give ourselves some distance. Wow. Playing against a person with 2,500 trophies, that is not often. But it doesn't matter, it's a tournament, so the trophy count when you play against another person with higher amount of trophies, then it doesn't matter at all. So we will be coming down there like the last time, and then we're going to have a similar shot for the second shot. And then we want to do that a little bit better than the last time. We do want to stay away from the rough. So, okay, as you can see again, we're going to go with max. We don't have that much backspin. We're going to go with max, and we are not going to overpower this one anything. So I'm going to drag it down there, and then we're just going to let the ball do the work. See if we... that good bounce. Will be falling down. I'm very pleased with that shot. Kind of like, that's the thing again, you learn learn from the latest hole where you played it. Like we played it differently, like the drive the same way, max overpower with the big topper. Then the second shot we slightly overpowered it with the same spin adjustment and wind adjustment, and this time we didn't, and now we put ourselves onto the green instead of going into the rough. And that's the fun part with the game. You can always learn, you can always improve. And even though if you're playing in the Rookie Division, Pro Division, Expert or Masters, you still have a lot to learn. Me myself, I learn something new every day, and that is something that really makes this game so fun. So we potted in for an eagle, see if our opponent will be making the bunker shot for an eagle as well. And you can see, like, when you do monitor and you watch a lot of people play the game, and you can see like scorecards, and you see a video maybe and that a player is playing with a certain club that will give you less distance when you need distance, and that is so important in a tournament structure. Like, the tournament is very important as it's free. Of course it costs you coins, but otherwise it's free, and the prizes is absolutely amazing for being a free tournament, and can help you like improve your account so much, like immediately. So took the eagle there. Now we're going to play hole number 4, and we are going to go now with the extra mile. Hopefully we can have the extra mile now in our bag, otherwise I will be a little bit sad. We're gonna go with the big topper again, and we're going to go with a quasar to give us some side spin to the right. And if you have never seen these holes before, then I definitely understand that, because it's only in tour 6 and tour 11 you can find all these holes. We're not going to go with a berserker, we're going to go with a quasar, and we're going to go max top spin and max side spin to the right. Do have a little bit more wind this time. Oh no, this one is in the rough, I think. Oh, that was close. Very close. Did hit it great on the right side there, and that is definitely not something that we do want, but we were a little bit lucky there to stay away from the rough. And this is the worst possible position to end up in this bunker. It's so common that you do. It's so common that you do, but it's not fun at all, as it will give you a situation where you will not be able to reach for the green too. We're going to aim a little bit to the right side here, as our ball did get pushed a little bit to the left before. Yeah, again we came in a little bit too much to the left. A good shot, and we will leave it with a birdie. As you can see here, our opponent is making what he or she can, and putting the ball in a decent situation for making a birdie, but it will be a tough one. And my friends, I actually thought about that. I haven't changed my name on this account. Do you have any type of suggestions? Please make a comment about that. I would be happy. Of course, keep it in line, you know. See here, the leader has minus 20 at the moment. We should definitely be putting ourselves on top. And it would be good for our little rookie here to I need to think here now. Actually, do I have? I don't have that much curl. 202 yards. Ball. I'm actually going to try this out here. I'm going to go with the rocket here actually because of the backspin. And maybe I was gonna see. It's hard to decide. Yeah, we're gonna go with the rocket. We're gonna gamble with that. Otherwise, we do have the big dog to put us on the green. It's like, do you want to have the backspin or do you want to go directly onto the green basically, or almost? Okay. Good that we did hit the grate on the left side. That was actually something that we wanted to. Now we want it to just go down there and just fall down. And we shouldn't be going with the rocket here, to be honest. I thought we would be able to reach longer. It will be an easy birdie for us though. So that works. Unfortunately, this one will be into the rough. Oh, or not. I thought so. So making a birdie on this one, and that is of course good. Now we come again here to hopefully we will be able to get a little bit more wind here this time. I'm going to go with the extra mile here. So we'll see here now. We're going. Oh, we are not having much wind at all. I'm maybe going to pull out another berserker. We only have 3 left. Nah, actually, I'm going to save. Oh, we do have. It's better to have a berserker left than a snow globe. So, especially when we're playing this division. So I'm going to go with the snow globe here, and we will be reaching over. So we're going to see here now if the Apache will be good to us. It will be a very tough one to get to stop. We need to basically be here. It's a good shot, but we get pushed to the right. We did get it to bounce where we wanted to, but again, it's very hard with the Apache level 1 to get anywhere near, like anywhere close to getting it to drop. But we made it a good try. That's what counts, and we did save it up for giving ourselves an easy eagle on this hole 6 or 15. Sorry. See if our opponent can get it in. So we got the eagle there, and now we have 16, 17, 18, so 3 more holes to go. And now we do want to redeem ourselves a little bit after the last time we played this hole. And we made a par. So extra mile again, and then we're going to go with the Viper. Going first, I'm not going to go with a snow globe, I'm going to go with a quasar, as we do want to have the now we take it to the other side. Oh my god. See if we're lucky enough to stay away from the rough. No, we are not. Oh my god, second time around this hole. Definitely kills us. Now we need to go for the same way again, I guess. Because we are not going to be able to reach from there, but we should be able to reach further ahead. It's a bad shot, you know, and again, it comes when we do overpower and we miss overpower. And our opponent with a really good shot. That is exactly how we wanted to play it, as our opponent is doing. Oh my god. It will sit there, at least. We don't reach that far with our club. Hopefully here our opponent will be able to reach for the green, and then we're going to go for the dunk again. We are way closer this time than we were the last time, and hopefully we can manage to save ourselves here. No, 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 no. after such a good drive for an opponent. I don't know here. Okay, well done. Actually didn't, he or she didn't adjust at all. I thought this one was going to go way longer here. See if we can save ourselves with a dunk. It's uphill, so the ball is not affected by the wind that much. It's just an Apache without, like with min range. Always aim in the back of the cup. As it's uphill, not going to go with that much at all. Oh my god, again. I don't know what's wrong with that one, but again, the Apache. Perfect. Back of the cup, and we will be making a par here again. So that was very weird for us to make 2 pars in a row on this hole. That is our opponent makes a birdie, so we'll get safe par. Again, 2 lousy dunks, even though we were straight at the hole, but we went short both of the times. So very surprised with going there with with 2 pars. But okay then, and now we're going to play the next one, hole number 17. This one will not be good. In the rough there. Wow. I'm not playing well here in the end. Kind of, I don't know, lack of focus or something. But it's very important here to keep it up. It's like we are on our way to go for the win, and then we play really poorly. But again, these holes will kill you basically if you just miss it slightly and hit it great as we did. We hit it great and we're going to rough perfect, and we would not be going into the rough. But that needs to be done as well. This one will be very tough for our opponent to get to the green. So I'm going to go with the max backspin. We will be able to stay at least on the fringe if we miss. That one we could save from the rough, which was good. Again, a lousy tee shot. So one more hole to go. See if we can manage to make the eagle here. On the last one to finish up with a -23. So we're going to change here to the big topper again, and we're going to change to the big dog. So last hole, we want to get that eagle. And again, I'm going to go with one of the berserkers, and we are not going to overpower anything. Maybe just slightly. We had over 5 in win the last time, so we're going to just slightly. Get the ball to roll as far as possible here on 10% battery. So we should be able to reach and go for the same type of shot that we did the last time, bouncing it into the rough out onto the green. Oh my god. So we want to bounce here. A little bit more there. Not going to overpower this one anything. Oh my god, my nose. Let the ball do the work. We can bounce over and use the rough. Okay then, we do have a long putt for the eagle. But definitely manageable. Hopefully we can get that one to end up with a minus 23. So okay then, now we do have the pot. Hit it perfect and we get it in for an eagle. That's good, so minus 23. So yeah, see if our opponent will get it in, otherwise we'll end the hole here. We won most of the games, which is good for the coins, but hopefully we can manage to get a banner here. I feel comfortable with that. We should be getting at least a top 3. We have a tiebreaker on everybody that hasn't started yet, but we'll see. We'll see, and I will definitely upload the price just if it comes to that. So my friends, minus 23, we take that to the competition as well. So, and the competition, that means that you guess the score in all my rounds. I do play 4 rounds, 1 in rookie, 1 in expert, 2 in masters. So Minus 23 here with 2 pars. Played hole 7 and 16 very poorly with our drive. Otherwise, a solid round. So my friends, thanks a lot for watching this round, and I will see you the next time.